About to go on stage. Come on me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Britain's Got Talent. I can't believe I'm here. It's amazing. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've been doing comedy for a while, and I've tried to avoid being on TV and fame, and in that sense, it's been hugely successful, my career. I'm from Essex. Wow. Doesn't usually get that response. I don't have a strong Essex accent, but my daughter, born and raised in Southend, she sounds like a scaffolder. Intimidates me. I'll be like, tidy your room, darling. Tidy yourself, you toilet. You got any homework to do, darling? You're being a bit naughty there, son. Jog on. Sounds like a scaffolder. Sings like an angel. Professional singing career. She's been in bands, choirs, musicals. A few years ago, she was in the musical Oliver. She played Nancy's best friend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you do not know Fatherly Pride till you have seen your then 13-year-old daughter play a lady of the night. And absolutely nail it. It's good to be here. Any women in tonight? Well, there won't be any jokes at your expense. I'm a father of a daughter. It's changed my opinion of what should come out of my mouth. And I no longer want to make jokes at the expense of women, which is a great shame, because I had some really good ones. For example, taken a lot of heat for some stuff I've said about my daughter in the past, but for the record, absolutely ace. I absolutely love her to pieces, and she's a good kid, ambitious. When she was about 5 years old, I asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. Do you know what she said? Chinese. Mind you, 1 in 5 people are Chinese, so she's got a pretty good chance. Some dreams do come true, I would have said. That's what they say, isn't it? People want to say when you're young, follow your dreams. The trouble is, when you get a bit older, you realise nobody means that. They mean get a job. Dreams are like children. If you follow them too long, people get very suspicious. Thank you. Who's over 40 here, by way of a cheer? Who's under 30 here, then, by way of a cheer? Well, I find you intolerable, you under 30 people. And I'm jealous. A lot of brilliant things about being under 30. Stuff works. Physically. Mentally, you're all over the shop, though. And it's not a bad thing. It's like when you're older, you promote what's good about yourself. All the bad stuff, the bigotry, the intolerance, the prejudice, sweep that under the carpet. Not too far, I'll need you again in my 60s. Now, good to be here. Not least of all, because 3 years ago, I had a stroke. Well, thank you, bless you. No, bless you, that's very kind of you. I don't know how much you know about stroke. Hopefully nothing. But as I say, 3 years ago, I was on a stroke ward surrounded by men who could barely string a sentence together in English, and it's really lovely for Bruno to pretty much recreate that here for me this evening. Sorry about that. But no, I'm blind on the right-hand side. That's what happened. On the right-hand side, I can't see anything. You lot needn't have shown up, to be honest with you. And so God bless the NHS when they looked after me. Are there any NHS people working here tonight? Thank you. Thank you for what you did to me, and thank you for what you've done for the nation over the last 3 years. So bless the NHS. No, 100%, 100%. Unless you work in NHS catering, then you can get stuffed. Now, I know it's a cliche to go on about hospital food, but I mean, given the fact that I'm on the stroke ward, it's also the cardiac ward. I've got cholesterol through the roof. I'm getting offered lasagna, chips, Frosties. I've had a stroke, not a sleepover from the 1980s. But when I was in hospital, I needed a heart operation, keyhole surgery, going through the thigh up into the chamber of your heart. And I met my heart surgeon. You can imagine the precision needed to do the keyhole surgery. You can imagine the dexterity. And you can imagine my delight then when a man walks onto my ward, trips over my heart monitor, falling flat on his face, pulling the leads out of the monitor, causing it to flatline. Pandemonium. Then his little face at the end of the bed going, "Hello, I'm your heart surgeon. You must be the comedian." And I thought, not so far, ladies and gentlemen. That's all from me. Thank you so much for having me. Cheers. Thank you.
I used to be obsessed with pantomimes, but thankfully that's all behind me.
It's all right, P. Keep going.
What's on the table?
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I had some stage presence.
Oh, can you buzz twice?
Oh, thank God that...
Toju!
Hello, judges. Simon, what's up? How you doing? You giving me that look? I'm too handsome to be here. White people in the house, make some noise. Black people in the house, make some noise. Alicia, you're mixed race. 2 sets of noise.
Come on.
Dave, make some noise. Let's do this. Darth Vader, I'd hate to be him, because he can't even do simple things like play hide and seek. Well, he can, but there's no point. You know where he is. You can hear where he is. He's over there. Why'd you even bother? Come out! Kung Fu films. I love them, because they always ask questions they know you can't answer. Hey, you! You want to die? Has anybody ever said yes? Cartoons. My favorite, Popeye. I'm strong to the finish. 'Cause I eats me spinach. No, you're not. Stop lying. Spinach doesn't make you strong. Spinach doesn't do a damn thing. Listen, do you know how many fights I lost because of Popeye? Do you? Do you? I get emotional just thinking about it. Look, I got beat up every week. Dave, I couldn't fight like Popeye, but I definitely sounded like him. Especially after the fight.
Oh boy, this is so embarrassing. I'm getting my behinds kicked all over the place. Oh, somebody, skibbity-doo. Oh, ga.
Thank you. Michael Jackson. I think he was possessed. You can see it in his dancing. Regular people don't dance like that. Mike was possessed. Alicia, listen to the noises he used to make. Ooh. He always looked like he needed the bathroom, wanted the bathroom, couldn't find the bathroom, and was desperately trying to delay it. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? To hell with Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? I'm surprised that she didn't ask him the same thing back. And if she did, she'd be well within her rights. Because Simon, he was in no position to question anyone's mental state. Annie, are you okay? Whoa. Am I okay? No. Are you okay? Have you ever been okay? Do you even know what okay is? Don't be concerned about me. Be concerned about you. I'm fine. You're messed up. Last but not least, folks, bad breath. Met a guy the other day with bad breath. Alicia, his breath was Bruce Lee. Yes, his breath was kicking. His breath was so bad, he breathed out, I breathed in, forgot to breathe out, and nearly died. His breath was so bad, I was lapsing in and out of consciousness. Hey, there's halitosis and there's helitosis. That's what he had, because his breath was evil. Thank you. Good night.
work in one of the oldest professions known to man. There's a lot of curb crawling involved and picking up clients, and you got to pay to ride me. That's right, I'm a double-deck bus driver. Yes, and I absolutely love being a bus driver. It's better than being disabled. Yeah, you can park anywhere. Double red lines and everything. And one of the things I love most about the job is the wonderful gifts you get from the great British public. The lovely gift of germs. Whenever you yawn, cough or sneeze in this enclosed space without covering your cake holes, subjecting me to a life of sickness, misery and contempt for my fellow man. Another thing I love is the passengers. Especially the ones that wait until they get on the bus before looking for their oysters. Creating a long-ass queue that could have been avoided if they'd only just bothered to look for their ticket in the 20 minutes they stood there waiting for the bus to finally arrive. And I've got deep sympathy and compassion for the traveller who, for the last 12 weeks, has told me that his freedom pass is in the post. Mate, so will my P45 be! If an inspector gets on and you haven't got a valid ticket. God, I mean, where's it coming from? China? God. I mean, I get all kinds of excuses for why people won't pay. It's like, oh, my dog ate my oyster. Well, I hope it doesn't choke on the pearl. So that joke was dead like my comedy career. It's like, bruv, can you let me on, bruv? I'm only going one stop. Bruv? Bloody cheek. I swear I had a pair of beef curtains the last time I checked. And why don't you walk if you're only going one stop? That's free. And you look like you could use the exercise. I've noticed people don't queue for buses anymore, unless they're stuck behind a person who didn't bother to look for their ticket in the 20 minutes they stood there waiting for the bus to finally arrive. And when the bus does finally arrive, the age of chivalry arrives with it, and everyone's arguing over who's going to get on first. You go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. Look, I'll go first, and I shut the doors and I drive off. Especially in the winter. So if you can't make that decision, I will. It's cold. Sayonara, suckers! So thanks for the rudeness, abuse, and dumb questions. Does this bus go to Victoria? Are you blind? What does it say on the front of the bus? You know, I actually hate having to stop the bus. Especially at bus stops. And traffic lights. I mean, it really pisses me off when someone either rings the bell to get off or sticks their hand out to get on. And when people really irritate me by not acknowledging me when they get on the bus, especially the elderly, then I don't even wait for them to sit down. I get pleasure out of seeing them jerks flying forward down the aisle. By the time you hear, this bus is ready to depart, they're already on their backs with their Zimmer frames in the air. I mean, the bell can ring 20 times. Ding, 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 ding. And only one person gets off. Equally as annoying, I've got to stop a bus full of sardines to put one on that only ends up going one stop. I mean, there should at least be a mutual exchange of people to make this bus stopping business worth my while. And then there's the ones who wait until you've gone past the stop. So they ring the bell after you've gone past the stop they want. It's like, this is not a car. It's like, by the time those brakes kick in, we're already a mile down the road. Like, give me some notice, bitches. And then there are my favourites, the ones who ring the bell and I stop the bus, reluctantly. Nobody gets off. Nobody says, sorry, mistake, meant the next stop. Nothing. So I just sit there. Because we ain't going anywhere till somebody leaves this bus! I mean, I should have been a coach driver. Wouldn't have to stop so often. Not I get fed up of all this curb crawling and putting these double Ds in and out so frequently. I mean, you know what? There should be a public service announcement giving the public a gentle reminder to show some love and affection towards the unsung heroes, these key workers that got you to and from the work from the pandemic. Yeah, these bus drivers, man. It's like, should show some respect and say hello and don't get rude. Because remember, I've got your life in my hands. And if you don't have manners, I have choices. And I could just drive this bus over Chelsea Bridge with you in it. So thanks, great British public, for making me love people even more than I did in my old job at Holloway Prison. Where I will end up if I drive you into the Thames. So stay friendly, say hi, and help me to help you get across London safely, because at the end of the day, passenger lives matter. I've been Tash, you've been great.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Funny. A funny joke. I went to a nightclub the other day. I met a girl who looked like a tissue. I gave her a boogie. My nan took a shower the other day. I said I want it back. Oh, come on. Seriously. Where's your sense of humour?
What is going on with that?
Oh, forget it. Forget it. Well, I'm better than you lot anyway, so...
Oh, I don't think we've ever had one go down so badly.
No.
That could be the worst.
Ever.
You're all right, don't be nervous.
What do you think?
People always feel sorry for me when I tell them about my disability. But I'm like, well, my mum's ginger, my dad's bald. So I'm the lucky one.
Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's your name?
My name's Eva.
Feeling nervous?
No,
Oh, good girl. Oh, I love that. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Have you brought anyone with you today?
Yes, I brought my uncles, my aunties, my dad, my mum, my brothers, and my best friend, Minnie. Thank you.
Well, we can't wait to see you perform.
I can't wait.
Go for it.
Thank you. Hi everybody, my name is Eva. Now, before I start, I would like to apologise if you can't understand me. I got a disability called cerebral palsy, and I'm from the Black Country. Sorry for teasing you. Wait until you get home and rewatch me with the subtitles on. My full medical diagnosis is spastic ataxic quadriplegic cerebral palsy. Really? I have enough trouble asking Alexa a question. And they expect me to say that. I mean, come on.
That's very good. So funny.
People always feel sorry for me when I tell them about my disability. But I'm like, well, my mum's ginger, my dad's bald. So I'm the lucky one. I actually had a bit of hard time at school. So now I get homeschooled. My daily day consists period 1 English, period 2 Homes Under the Hammers, period 3 Loose Women. So who's laughing now? When you're disabled, people are like, you can do anything you want in life. Nothing can stop you. Well, yeah, but to a degree. I mean, who would want someone like me with tremors to perform life-saving heart surgery on them? or here, we want me to give him a new haircut. you. You've been brilliant, and I've been Eva.
Hello.
How are you?
My name is Bennet Kavanngh.
Is whatever you're going to do how you make a living?
No, so I make a living as a music teacher at the minute. Hopefully this will take over and I can earn a career from that.
Fantastic. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, not only am I a comedian, I'm a musical comedian. Give me a cheer if you're a fan of the guitar. Yeah. Well, that's a real shame. So, I'm able to get on with what I can do with a lot of grace and dignity. So I really hope I achieve that today. Here's the first song. I got into an Uber, but it was not for me. And I was too awkward to get out, so now I live in Leeds. I should explain, Amanda. Uber, it's like a chauffeur you get from your phone.
I'm enjoying this now.
This next song is called An Episode of Medieval Top Gear. Hey, what's the horsepower on that thing? 1.
Simon loves it.
I knew a girl who had a smoking habit, and that's why she was a terrible nun.
Oh my God, Simon finds this funny. Now we're in trouble.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, Bennet, you've made somebody very happy.
Actually, it was funny.
Thank you.
No, really. I actually don't find comedians that funny, but you made me laugh.
Thank you very much.
So I'm here just alone. My brother, no, he wanted to come. He's a doctor. And he was like, either I should save lives or come with you.
Were your parents disappointed that one of you was a comedian, one of you was a doctor?
They were absolutely horrified because I was studying computer programming. So I had a future. And I just decided, no, let me be a clown. So we shall see.
Oh, darling, good luck.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm at that age now, all my friends are getting married, and married people forget how horrible it is being single. They love to call me and complain about their coupley problems. Always get, you're so lucky being single. I get home, my wife just starts nagging, nag. I'm like, hey, I have to nag myself. I get home, I'm like, what time do I call this? Why don't I ever do the dishes? Sometimes I think I don't appreciate myself. I haven't always been a comedian. I did some weird jobs. I used to clean houses, and I'll admit I was tempted to steal. I didn't steal because the Bible says, thou shalt not steal, but nowhere does it say, thou shalt not swap. I took a stereo, left a Walkman. Took a plasma screen, left an Etch-a-Sketch. As I mentioned, I am from Africa. I moved here 10 years ago. And immediately I moved here, I heard a lot of British people talking about the financial crisis, the recession. I'm from Africa. What are you maniacs talking about? You call that a crisis? If that's a crisis, where is UNICEF? Where is Bono? I have not seen one save the UK concert. You can tell me it's a financial crisis when there are planes flying over Birmingham tossing fish and chips out the window. It will be a financial crisis when there are ads on television saying this chav has to walk 5 miles a day to get a bottle of WKD Blue. And 100%, you have got a financial crisis when India starts opening call centers here. Can you imagine some poor guy in Mumbai calls his bank, ends up talking to a Brummy? Thank you so much, Brummy.
Let's get a bit of atmosphere. I'm not messing about. 3 of them straight away. Hey, hey, up, hey, 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 up, hey, 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 hey. Oh, hang on, stop the music, stop. No, it's my fault, I forgot. There used to be 2 of us. That's the first gag. tell you what I'll do. I'll do a bit of balloon modelling. Alicia, can I ask you to name an animal? Give me a challenge. Come on, give me a challenge. Any animal.
Elephant. Oh, sorry. What? It's a lovely
Any other animal. I'll tell you what I'll do. I've seen this done on Britain's Got Talent before, this mind-reading stuff. And I'm into that Derren Brown. He simply puts ideas into people's heads without them realising it. I'm going to make you think of a very specific animal now, Alicia. When you get a clear image of the animal that I'm sending to your brain, shout out the name of the animal so everyone can hear loud and clear, and woof, I'll make it as fast as that. So when you get a clear image of the animal, woof, woof, that's how fast. What? Just say dog. I've only got 4 minutes.
Dog.
Right, 4. Dog. Balloon up, balloon up. Hardest part of this is blowing the balloon up.
Look at his cheeks.
Forget it. I'll do something else. Enjoy now the beautiful sound of the Spanish guitar. I've just got to get the guitar, which is situated just over here. Tune it. Footwork.
Un sueño parecido no volverá más. Y me hizo volar en el cielo infinito.
So my name is Phil. I'm from Newcastle originally. You probably all know that the football team in Newcastle has recently been bought by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Now, a lot of people object to this on political or moral grounds. Personally, I think it's a good thing. I've been saying for a long time that we could do with a big shake-up there. And if you didn't enjoy that tenuous wordplay, you got along 5 minutes ahead of you. But I don't live in Newcastle anymore. I moved out of London and I live next to one of these tube stations where they blast out classical music very loudly at night. And I found out apparently the reason they do this at some tube stations is to prevent violent crime. And I also found out that that doesn't work. But what it does do, I found, is when you're getting the shit kicked out of you, it's wonderfully cinematic. It's lovely. It's like being in a Kubrick film. It's nice. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my sexuality before I continue, if that's all right. That's all right with everyone? Yeah. I never used to mention my sexuality on stage. It's not relevant to my material. But I've had a few people ask me about it recently, and they said, Phil, is it all right to refer to you as a gay comedian? Is gay comedian an appropriate term? Or is it more suitable in this day and age simply to refer to you as a comedian who happens to be gay? And I think it's an interesting question, because I'm straight. I keep asking. I'm trying to be more positive at the moment, and I think it's difficult to be positive at the moment, isn't it? Because we're kind of in that window, like in between a pandemic and a nuclear war. Cost of living sky high, economy's in the toilet. Both my parents actually lost their jobs last week. I know, it's tragic, isn't it? And I worry about them. I think, are they going to struggle to pay off my student loan? You got to stay positive, haven't you? They'll find a way, I'm sure. But no, I'm trying to be more positive, and one of the steps that I've taken to become more positive, I've started following a lot of motivational Instagram accounts. Yeah, it's the kind of well-adjusted man you're dealing with tonight. And let me tell you something. You're enough. And you, mate? You're enough. It's my favourite phrase at the moment. It's nice, isn't it? You're enough. It's quite affirming. It means you don't need to compare yourself to others all the time. You're enough. I like this phrase so much that I was walking home late last night and I saw a woman sat on her own on a park bench. She was crying. I thought, I can cheer this woman up. I'll be honest, I had a few drinks. And I couldn't remember the phrase exactly. But I knew the gist of it, you know. Anyway, I walked up to her and I said, "You'll do." Did not cheer that woman up. Fuck it, I tried. But I feel bad for that woman. I felt bad for her because she was obviously sad, but it could have been worse than that. She might have been depressed. She might have been suffering with some mental health issues, and I've just kind of made it worse, you know. And we all suffer from health issues from time to time, right? I was at the doctor's myself just last week. I said, Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Mainly because I feel like I'm responsible for a lot of darkness in people's lives. And I also think I'll be found hanging in my bedroom one day. And he said, pull yourself together. Because that's the level of mental health care that we get on the NHS, isn't it? To be fair to that doctor, he did run some additional tests. I got my test results back this morning. Very sorry to tell you all, I've actually been diagnosed with the big C, dyslexia. Devastating. Thanks for coming out. Just to remind you all, my name's Phil Henderson. If you'd like to follow me, I'll be getting the Northern Line home. Balls in your court. Have a good night. Cheers.
I love TV, man. Anybody here remember Blind Date? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date. And here's your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Oh. Oh. We've got to be bonny lads behind that screen.
I didn't expect him to do Cilla. I really didn't.
And here's the gorgeous girl who's gonna meet him. Her name's Amanda. Come in, Amanda.
You know, I'd love to have seen the screen goes back. She doesn't like the look of the guy and she makes it clear. Pretty women, why do you always come to the club with a friend that doesn't look as cute as you? Yes, and guys, just as you're about to get the cute one's number, the friend comes along and messes it up completely. Yes, let me set the scene, Alicia. Hi, you're kind of cute. Oh, you're cute too. Here comes the friend. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Then they turn to their friend. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Then they turn back to you. Are you a nutter? You look like a nutter. You act like a nutter. Can you prove you're not a nutter? Exactly what I thought. You are a nutter. If I'm not getting a man, no one's getting a man. Total Recall, Predator, Commando, action films, I love them. Favorite action hero? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, because Schwarzenegger is always asking questions.
What the hell is going on? What did I do wrong?
And he's always trying to explain his drama to other people that don't care.
Some men just tried to kill me. I think they were spies or something. Harry from work, he was the boss. Blood on my shirt, blood on my hands, blood on my knife. He tried to take my life. Get down!
Thank you. He's funny.
I like it. I really like it.
I do like it. It's funny. I like it.
Brilliant. Well done.
Wait there a second. We've got something we've got to do.
That really moved me. I mean, Anton Dex, thank you so much, boy.
He's good. He's very good. He's good.
Congratulations. We'll see you in the demo.
I'm a little bit nervous tonight, actually. I was going to ask the judges to turn the chairs round, but then again, that format would never work. Don't worry, I know what you're thinking. Harry Potter's had a nasty Quidditch accident. Do you know what I can't stand? Sorry, let me emphasise. Do you know what I can't stand? But look on the bright side. I've never had to queue at Disneyland. Now, I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. If I do get too energetic, please stop me. I want to keep my benefits. Otherwise, how would I heat the jacuzzi? I'm joking. It's a pool. I was at the cinema seeing the new James Bond film the other day, and it got me thinking, you know, maybe I would have liked to have had a go, you know, being James Bond, but obviously I'm a bit inhibited. Ah, Mr. Bond, I've been expecting you. No lift. But this isn't the first Britain's Got Talent event I've been to. I was actually at the live tour in Manchester, funnily enough, 2 years ago. And the staff, they couldn't have been more helpful, moving people out the way, getting us to a seat. And then when we finally got there, the view was just fantastic. And we sat down, and my sister, she tapped me on the shoulder, turned round, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. She said, "Jack, we are so lucky you're disabled. You cannot take her anywhere." Thank you very much. I've been Jack Carroll. Goodbye.
Thank you. Before I became a self-employed comic, I'd had 19 jobs and no leaving dues. Every job I ever had ended with me being escorted off-site by security, even if my job was security. We're coming up to my wedding anniversary. Let's have a big cheer for my long-suffering wife. However, before that, I had been married 3 previous times. And I have 7 ex-fiancés. It's nice that all my ex-wives and ex-fiancés have made the effort to buy tickets.
Yes.
Simon, you're tight and I'm a terrible person. It's just words. With all things, if you explain it the right way, you can get away with it. If I told you I'd recently given a large cash donation to a charity that gives financial aid to young mums, you'd think that was good, yes? Yeah, but if I said I'd been to a lap dancing club... I haven't even got any hobbies. The nearest I've got to a hobby is this. I quite like highlighter pens. I got 11, which is 2 of each plus a spare orange, obviously. I mean, that's quite impressive, but what I like to do with them is I take them into public buildings like schools and colleges and leisure centres, and I find a notice board with a list of names, and then I just highlight one of the names. And then I go. Try it.
It's a good idea, I'd love to.
When you highlight a name on a notice board, you've just changed a life. I wasn't even planning on doing this. But I looked on a notice board. Thank you very much. I'm Nick Page, good night.
How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Make some noise! People upstairs, make some noise! Can't forget you. What a great night it's been so far. Thank you, Simon Cowell, for giving me the Golden Buzz as well. I will do your kitchen, don't worry. Just a bit busy right now performing. It's been very interesting getting the Golden Buzz. Our family treating me different now. Yeah, I come in the house, I get, well, you think you're bad, yeah. You think you're bad? Well, because you got the Golden Buzzer and that, yeah. I said, Mum, don't talk to me like that, innit? Don't. And get out, I'm on the toilet. Oh my, just... No privacy. Bombarded with phone calls. The day the episode aired, bombarded with phone calls. Calls from here, there, everywhere. My grandma called. To be honest, I didn't even know my grandma was still alive. I had no idea. I got so many calls that day, I pretended that people called the wrong number. Any call that came in, I was like, hello, Nando's, can I please take your order? All now my grandma's waiting on a half chicken and chips. And I'm all right with that, really. It's been very interesting. Fiancé, she's rooting for me. Not that she supports me, she just wants a bigger wedding, yeah? She just wants a bigger... She said to me, if you win, we win. I was like, okay, all right, okay, all right. You might want to get that checked out as well, because... No one tells you when you move in together, things change for the worse. Things that was once yours is now hers and yours. Small things like your soul, you know? It's not in the tenancy agreement, is it? No one tells you when you move in together, you're obligated to listen to your wife's work gossip. Day in and day out. And there's nothing you can do about it. Isn't it? There's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta pretend that you're listening. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Really? No. I told you about her. I listen to my partner's work gossip so much, I actually enjoy it now. Right now, it's getting so good. I'm on season 2 right now. It is so... I'm telling you, I think it's Karen that's been eating the food out of the work fridge, yeah? No spoilers, I'm just saying. No one tells you that what can start as a conversation can end as an argument. Because my partner, when she's ready, she could send a message so quickly. She's like a thumb ninja. She just... so quickly. My message, she'll send me a message back. As I'm trying to reply to that message, 8 other messages will come through. By the time I get to the 8th message, she's blocked me and moved on. Yeah, she lives in Scunthorpe now, yeah. Blocked me. Yeah, it's crazy. Or the long messages. Guys, you ever received the long messages? Yeah. Look at me, guys. Don't look at her. Blink once for yes, twice for no. You know the long messages? And you're scrolling. It looks like terms and conditions, doesn't it? The more you scroll, the more it goes on. bottom, have you noticed? You get to the bottom, what's it say? Read more. You're like, more. Read more. Block capital letters as well. No punctuation, they're angry. You can tell they're angry from the first sentence, isn't it? Listen, at the end of the day, yeah. You're like, it's 9 in the morning. I tell you, I remember the first time my fiance sent me that long message. I remember it like it was yesterday. Because it was yesterday. Long message. And I know she wanted me to reply back. So I started typing so she could see at the top, I'm typing. It didn't matter what I was typing. I just wanted her to know I'm typing. Because I know she's on the other side like, Let's see what he's got to say. Get into it, typing away. Sometimes I pause, then carry on typing. You know what I done? I cleared the message and I just sent, okay. Look at the men. Not all heroes wear capes, mate. Not all heroes wear capes. And she called me instantly. Because if I'm gonna die a legend, yeah? I'm going out in style, yeah? Yeah. I'm telling you, she called me instantly. And I picked up, cleared my throat. And you know what I said? Hello, Nando's, can I please take your order? My name's Axel Blake, I love you, take care.
Hello. What's your name?
Mike.
How old are you?
39.
What do you do for a living?
I do a bit of casual work, building and gardening. Good stuff, outdoor stuff. I do stand up at the weekends, but it's not really... Well, I earn a living from it, but I need to top up because I live on my own.
Okay. We want to see what you're going to do, Mike.
Thank you. I had a terrible breakup a couple of years ago. We were together for a good chunk of time, 5.5 years. We were in a serious relationship. Serious because we never had fun together. It was a bit of a low point, actually. I remember it was Monday night. I'd been back at home with Mum and Dad for about 2 weeks, and I found myself typing into Google, is it normal for you to miss someone that you've broken up with? I did learn one thing from that Google search, and that's that I must be very feminine. Every single answer was aimed at women. Of course, you'll miss him. I'm going, it's her. Remember the reason you broke up with him? I'm going, it's her. So I just went to the shop and got a big bag of Maltesers, a bottle of rosé, and had a bath bomb. It's a cracking night. I love a bath bomb, me. It was actually my ex-girlfriend that got me into them. She bought me a couple for our last Christmas together. I mean, it was a rubbish main present, I'll be honest with you, but... As I said, we're not together anymore, but she lives on. She lives on every time I go into Lush to buy myself a bath bomb. I can't admit I'm buying bath bombs for myself. It's not a very manly, masculine item to buy, is it? So I wander in there like I don't know where I am. My girlfriend sent me. She's after some bath grenades. I don't know what they are. She doesn't like the glittery ones, I know that much. Get stuck in her chest there. Oh, no, she just don't like them. I love a bath. Generally, I don't always have a bath bomb. They're £4.50 a throw, aren't they? They're for birthdays and Boxing Days, special occasions. And I've got a little tip for you, gents in the room. I can't speak for the ladies. If you are having a bath with a bath bomb, a lot of people fill the bath, throw the bath bomb in, and then get into the bath. I don't do that. I fill the bath, I get in the bath, and then bath bomb under the... Get a little bit more for your £4.50. So that's me. That's me. Thank you.
You've got a very, very unique comic voice. Brilliant material. I've never heard anything like that before, so I thought it was fantastic.
Cheers.
Your whole style is really cool, really interesting, really laid back, and the act just got funnier and funnier as it went along. So well done.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
I
I think this is you, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, do you ever jump up and down?
not very often.
It was like being at an Oasis concert, and the music's run out, and Liam decides to tell a few jokes. They're really funny.
Cheers.
And I'm with you with the bath bombs. I absolutely get it.
He loves the
Oh,
bath.
right. You always wait till you're in the bath, trust me, before you drop it. That's what it's all about. So I thought this wasn't going great, but actually you completely turned it around, Mike, and you're one of my favourite comics we've had on the show so far.
Oh, cheers.
It is time to vote. Simon.
I'm going to say yes.
Cheers.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm saying yes.
Well, as the nation's favourite TV judge, 4 yeses, Mike. Well done.
Happy Jubilee weekend, everybody! Downstairs, make some noise! Upstairs, make some noise! Always got to check upstairs. It's been crazy. What an intense week it's been, isn't it? I've got nosy neighbours now. Yeah, I've got them, yeah. Can't turn back now. Real nosy as well. Ian, number 72, yeah. Big guy, always takes the bins out first, yeah. You didn't want to know me before, you want to know me now. He said to me, you look more familiar. Have I seen you somewhere recently? I said, yeah, prison, D-Wing. We met in the showers. You think that I'll get rid of him, isn't it? No, Ian's still nosy. And he knows everybody's business in the area. He said to me, don't trust the kids at number 64. I said, why? He said, the other day, they stole my lucky Jubilee pants off the washing line. I said, what do you want me to do with that information, Ian? And how do you even know it's them? It could have been the foxes. This is when I knew Ian was one of a kind. He said, I know all the foxes in the area. And they would never do that to me. All right, Dr. Doolittle. And I just want to say thank you for everyone that voted for me on the semi-finals. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you. It's so emotional. But it's now shown me how the nation views me as well. Taking pictures with some fans outside. Yeah, I was. And I heard one of the mums say, Stormzy's put on a bit of weight, hasn't he? Stormzy! I know nothing like Stormzy. Anthony Joshua, yeah, but Stormzy. I said, that's it, I'm going gym today. Because I used to go gym religiously, you know, and I mean religiously. Christmas, Easter, Ramadan. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I was one of those guys in front of the mirror as well. You know, yeah. I wasn't even holding weights. I wasn't even at the gym. I was at the bus stop. Like a weirdo. To lose weight, I used to cycle to work with my mate. Never again, by the way, never again. The reason is because there's different type of cyclists, isn't it? You've got cyclists and you've got cyclists. My mate is a what? Cyclist. They're different. He's got the spiked shoes, looking like he's doing track and fields. The spandex suit, looking like Spider-Man from Scotland. He's got the bike with the curved handlebars. Yeah, you've seen them. How do they ride? Meanwhile, I'm on a Boris bike in my work shoes, trying to keep up with Mr. Tour de France. Right past me, you need a hand, mate? No, Toby, I need a car. Speaking of cars, now I know what it feels like to be cut off by a driver. Yeah, because we all know, I've been on both sides now, and we all know cyclists hate when you cut them off. They always got something to say as they go past, isn't it? When you get out of it. It's true. It is so true. So I said, forget all the cycling, that's not for me. It's not for me. I stick to dance, I love a bit of dance. Yeah, that's right. Calm down, David, stop flirting, I'm taking. I dance to anything as well, anything. I don't care what it, when my doorbell goes off, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Open the door, naked to my nosy neighbours, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, by the way, Ian, boom, boom, boom. That's my time, money, Axel Blake. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Simon, we've got to start with you. You're Golden Booker after all.
What can I say? I mean, hello. Brilliant. I feel really emotional for you right now because when we first met, we talked about, what your day job was and what your dream was, And you told me this was your dream. And then you talked about being a dad and, I saw your son in the VT again there, and your bond. It's not just how brilliant you are, it's how much I like you and how much we all like you as well. And honestly, I really do believe this. I really, really believe we have discovered a star. Yes. And I could not be happier.
Yeah, and that was a winning performance in every way, completely faultless. I would love to see you walk away with the trophy tonight. And you would storm at the Royal Variety. You're a superstar, mate. Well done.
Do you know the thing I love the most? You just take time with it, you let it marinate, you casually drop them bombs, and you do it in style.
You're just a gorgeous person as well. I think that's what it is. I feel like I want to take you off and then go and have a drink with you out there. And I know we'd get on.
Don't.
And the whole cyclist thing, I am so with you. Why do they wear the cameras? They're asking for trouble already. What is it about? I loved your whole act tonight. It was a winning act.
Amazing. That's judges. Amazing. Well done, Axel. But no, stay here. Stay here.
I'll start with a joke, seems like a good idea. Kids are the biggest source of joy you will ever have. Trouble is, they do tend to ruin every other source of joy you ever had. So I hear other parents say stuff like, I'd take a bullet for my child, would you? I'd take a bullet for my child, put it in a gun, and shoot her. My daughter's now 18, I can't believe it. So one of those teenagers wears tons of makeup, she makes RuPaul look like a trucker. When the whole pandemic was kicking off, and I did what many people did here, which was to spend the next 2 years fairly drunk. I need a drink. Oh, it's only 5:30. Better wait till 6 o'clock. All right, 5:45, I'm opening the drink. 6 o'clock, woof. All right, new plan. One more at 6:30, another one at 7, and then I will get up and make my daughter some breakfast. So a couple of years ago, I had a stroke. That's what happened. People don't always believe me because I perhaps don't look like a stroke survivor to you, but what you fail to appreciate is I'm actually 23. I do a lot of work for the Stroke Association for obvious reasons. They asked me to do a benefit gig. Now, you would think as a 2-time stroke survivor, as I am, you ought to be able to make jokes about surviving strokes to other stroke survivors.
Where's this going?
No. At one point, someone stood up and went, "Stroke victims have feelings too, mate." I went, "I know, but only down half the side of their body." So... When I was in hospital, I was very heavily sedated, and I was wearing like one of those hospital gowns. So your backside is hanging out for some reason.
Hideous.
The bum cape, as I like to call it. So there I was, heavily sedated. I needed to go to the toilet. It was quite late at night. I parted the bum cape, backed into the toilet, sat down. So far, so good. Were it not for the fact that there was already a blind naked man sat there. Now, I don't know if you've ever sat naked on another naked man.
No, never.
What you might expect is the person you just sat on to go, "Get off!" What happened was the most beautiful middle-class English thing I think I've ever heard in my life. He just went, "Oh, I'm sorry, who's that?" Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Oh my God, brilliant.
Marcus, honestly, I don't think any of us were expecting that. Bruno.
Oh, I love it. You're not afraid to go there. Your delivery is absolutely spot on. Every gag, you hit the jackpot.
Thank you.
I have to praise you.
Alicia.
I think what I like about you is your style is quite dry. I thought every single joke was funny. The kids thing, I am with you, my friend. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything you said tonight on stage, I howled at. I mean, I'm glad I'm wearing my big knickers tonight. That's all I'm saying. Well done.
I honestly wasn't expecting this.
No, me neither.
You were just brilliant. And we never heard jokes like this. I absolutely love you. That is a yes from me.
It's an absolute yes from me.
Alicia.
It's a yes from me.
Bruno.
Yes, from me. I'm laughing.
How are we doing? Flies are done, thank you. So, me and my girlfriend recently split up. Thank you, that does make me feel better. Turns out we just have different love languages. So I found out that mine is actually acts of service. But unfortunately, she discovered that hers was sleeping with other people. Thank you. But it's okay. You know, I'm dating again, which is exciting. I've actually started dating women that are a lot older than I am, Lynn. Thank you. And it's been going quite well, but it does make a lot of people quite uncomfortable. You know, my dad actually accused me of having an Oedipus complex, and I didn't like that, so I killed him. Who's got an Oedipus complex now, motherfucker? But no, seriously, my dad is a great parent, you know, as is my mum, the sexy minx. Growing up, they gave me a lot of space to kind of make my own mistakes, right? You know, they were kind of very free and liberal growing up, which was brilliant. But it made teenage rebellion very tough. You know, there wasn't much for me to kind of rebel against. In fact, kind of the only thing that was kind of a dogma in our house was my parents are ardent atheists. You know, so my kind of young, wild, rebellious phase was joining the Catholic Church. Which went about as well as you can probably imagine. I remember coming home from school one day to find my dad screaming and shouting in my face because he'd found the Bible that I'd kept hidden in my sock drawer. Where did you get this from? Who gave you this? Did your friends give you this? I was like, no, Dad. They gave them out for free at school. They gave them out for free at school. That's disgusting. I won't have this under my roof. all of that. He grounded me for a month because he went through our internet search history, right? Searched PO in the little search box, scrolled past all the awful, quite visceral porn that I've been watching. MILF stuff, mostly. You know, stepmum trapped in washing machine, that kind of thing. That was all fine. But popewatch.com was too far for him, unfortunately. So, you know, that was that. Thankfully, it was a short-lived phase. You know, I actually lost my faith. Ironically, trying to get into it. I was at a Bible study with Father O'Reilly. Lovely fella. In prison now, obviously. But very pious. Very, very pious he was. Used to shave a crucifix into his pubes. And... But Father O'Reilly, he was talking about the Garden of Gethsemane. Now, I know the Jehovah's Witnesses or the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses in the room will know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that don't know, the Garden of Gethsemane is where Jesus went after the Last Supper. And it's where it was revealed to him the entirety of human sin, right? Past, present, and future. And that just made me feel really fucking awkward. Because I was like, Jesus has seen all of my sins. All of my sins. This guy lived over 2,000 years ago in the Middle East, right? He's got no understanding of electricity. He's got no concept of running water. He doesn't really understand what a nuclear family is. So how can he really get the wider socioeconomic context of stepmom trapped in washing machine? The nuance is just lost on him. So that made things very, very kind of, difficult to to pray to. And I actually lost my faith. But post-breakup, I found it again. And I went back to church, C of E this time. I'm not a glutton for punishment. And I walked in and the Reverend saw me and said, "Oh, you're a new face. You're a new face. I've not seen you around here before." I was like, "Yes, no, thank you, Reverend. I've actually found my Christianity again. I found my love for Jesus Christ." And he said, "Oh, well, brilliant. Like, what changed it?" I said, "Well, I went through a breakup and I realised 3 things." He said, "Oh, what did you realise, Lewis?" And I said, "Weird that you know my name." And I said, Reverend, I realised that, Jesus died for our sins, in an act of selfless love and service. And I realised that means a lot to me, because acts of service are my love language. Okay? And number two, Reverend, okay, is he didn't just die for my sins, did he, Reverend? He died for yours, and he died for everybody's in this room. And there's one thing that I've realised is that I've got a fucking type, and my type is people that service fucking everybody, right? So that's number 2. And number three, Father, what you forget, Reverend, is that, the 10th commandment, it says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's wife." But what you forget, Reverend, it says fucking nothing about your fathers. Thank you very much. I've been Lewis Hedges. Good night.
Listen up, punks. This is a comedy robbery. Give me a hee-hee. Give me a ha-ha. Give me a whoop. Whoa, slow down there, punks. I said give me a whoop and a whoop. It's pretty good. No one's going to die. For those of you with a keen eye, yes, this is the Pro Fortnite Nerf revolver with the exclusive orange and blue camouflage. I am a man of culture. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have tried to rob you for your laughter. Allow me to apologize and say something from the heart. Happy birthday, everyone. Just wanted to get it in nice and early as a 1-year happy birthday premium. So you can't say I haven't said it, because I have. Been quite kind, haven't I? Yes, I have. Been quite thoughtful. Yes, I have. Got you a little card. Another year in your flesh prison. Thought those were kind words, thoughtful words, caring words. Let's have a look inside, shall we? As you can see, we have a sad blobfish, a sad pancake, a sad seal, a sad cat, and a sad pan au chocolat. To you, have an okay day from your favourite comedian, Moss. P.S. Please give this back to me. Seriously, guys, this has been stolen twice now. Don't know who'd want to steal it, but it has been done. Pass it around. Everybody look at the card. Enjoy. Indulge. Been quite kind, haven't I? Been quite thoughtful. Papa Moss has been reading those Crimbo lists nice and early. Got you a little present, didn't I? Got you some knives from Pret. Everyone gets a knife. Everyone gets a knife from Pret. There you go, Pret knife. Hand them around. Now listen, folks, don't get your hopes up, but there might be a cheeky cocktail umbrella hidden amongst the Pret knives. But hold your horses. Let's not get too excited now. I'm trying to be more relatable. Give me a cheer if you've got skin. Good to see we've got a lot of skinned beings out here today. Did that to a bunch of skeletons. Dead silence. Didn't even throw me a bone. Give me a cheer if you ever killed anyone with a Pret knife. Yeah, okay. Let's just take a few steps back from that kind of zone and don't let them get the Pret knives because you know what's going to happen. Pretty good at impressions, actually. Thanks for asking. I do a really good impression of myself. Here it is. Hi everyone, my name's Moss. Yeah, it needs some work, that. Yeah. I do really nuanced impressions of different types of wood. Here they are. That's mahogany? Yeah. You knew that, sir. You're a man who knows your woods. Here's my next wood impression. It's not drift. You see, sir, you've fallen into my classic wood trap. A lot of people, sir, they think that's drift. They think it's drift. They fall for it every time. It's balsa. Didn't see that one coming. Now, there are subtle differences between balsa and drift, and I think I nail them quite well. Final wood impression. No, I kind of fucked that one up, really. Yeah. You can hire my wood impressions for B&Q. Actually, no, you can't. I'm banned. You'll often find me hiding in the carpentry aisle doing a pinpoint impression of some timber planks until an unsuspecting family takes me home for a small rocking horse project. Next thing you know, I'm in their house eating their Dairy Dunkers, going number 2 in their cat's litter tray. That's why I'm banned from B&Q. I'll leave you with one final joke. A man walks into a bar. He's wearing a cowboy hat and a poncho. He gets on stage and does some comedy. Then he leaves.
Georgie. I was a nurse way before I was a comic, and it gives me license to say, thank you. Yeah, it gives me license to say a lot of things, so, you know, just strap in. Hospitals are a boot camp for comedy. There's very few jobs where within seconds of meeting someone you could find yourself saying, hello, is it Simon, is it? Simon? Hi. And if you wouldn't mind just taking all your clothes off and hopping up on that table in front of you and curling up in a ball for me, that would be great. Good man, Simon. Okay, someone's going to come in a minute. We're not sure who or when. And they're going to pop a finger in your bottom. And I'm just going to stand here and write about it. Then at lunchtime, I'm going to tell all my friends. I've experienced the bluntness of nurses myself. I was an inpatient in hospital. Had my first bed bath. Learnt some things about myself. I learnt I was a three-person role. And for a profession that prides itself on breaking bad news gently, you weren't kind. They weren't kind. This is how you find out. Nurse pulls the curtain back, looks you up and down, and then hollers down the corridor, "I'm gonna need more hands for this one!" I love what I've built, though. I love this. I love it. I get it. It's pre-Raphaelite. I know it's a family show, but if you imagine this naked, and then you stick wings on it, it's a cherub. Do you know what I mean? It's like that textbook Hot for Now, but 17th century, this milkshake was bringing all the boys to the yard. It's hard to love your body, and it's hard to, especially after kids. I swear, you can try, you can give yourself some me time, you're chilling out in the bath to the pussycat dolls, and then you get a couple of naked toddlers storm in and use your nipples as an intercom for a spaceship. Doesn't matter how at peace you are with how you look, doctors will still want you to lose weight. I went in with a sore throat once and got sent home with a diet sheet. It was right after they'd given me antibiotics and told me to take them 3 times a day on an empty stomach. I told them I couldn't see that happening. Do you know what my favourite is? You know when doctors tell you, they go, "You're not having the operation until you've lost weight." Vets operate on elephants. I'm like a dolphin or a sea lion at worst. Give it a crack. You know, believe in yourself. I tried the diet sheet for a bit. You do, don't you? Breakfast season, you just wake up, you get fed. Done. Lunchtime, though, you wouldn't have even recognised me. I'm in the zone. I'm making my own hummus. I'm pouring chickpeas in a blender. I've put on activewear to make hummus. That's how committed I am. It's like activewear activates the chickpeas or something. Oh, it's a new life. It's new me. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, it's all right for a couple of hours, that, innit? And then I'm wilting. Oh, mid-afternoon, I'm wasting away. I'm starving, but I'm not quitting. I think, do you know what, girl? Just make your tea early and then go to bed. Don't quit. Make your tea early and go to bed. Go to my diet sheet. Do you know what it says? For tea, it says, now use the remaining hummus. That's not how hummus works, is it? Hummus works that you've got hummus, then you've got no hummus. That's how hummus works. Oh, I gave up. I just had a can of pop and a Toblerone for tea. Oh, thank you. I perked right up. I couldn't have gone to bed early if I wanted to. Thank you, Hammersmith Apollo. I've been Nurse Georgie Carrol.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm Martin.
Hello, Martin.
Hello.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yes.
Too old for you? Is that all right?
That's a good start. What do you do for a living?
I used to be in the Merchant Navy and now working in retail.
How did you find being on the boat with all those sailors?
I didn't enjoy it as much as I'd imagine you'd enjoy it.
No. Got your measure. I like you, Martin.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on with the act.
Hello. Good. Like, show business. This is great. It's going well for me. It is. Shut your face. I had dinner with Rick Astley recently. Do you know Rick Astley?
Never gonna give you up.
I say Rick Astley. He palmed me off onto his manager. He did a lap around the restaurant and then he threw cake in my face. Apparently, he will give you up. He will let you down. He will run around and he will desert you. Thank you very much. I'm glad that one's out of the way. And I had dinner at Buckingham Palace the other day as well. I have a lot of dinners. It was a roast dinner with the soldiers of Buckingham Palace. It was a household carvery, you could say. So I travel around quite a lot. I was recently in the capital of Sweden. I fell in love with the place. I didn't want to leave. You could say I had Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, I'm on now. I didn't hear the introduction. Right, so, before I start, can I just say, my first joke, I'm going to run on and throw some eggs. That's been ruined. And so it begins. I'm a little bit nervous tonight, actually. I was going to ask the judges to turn the chairs round, but then again, that format would never work. Yeah, no, I've just lost a few votes from fans of The Voice there. No, but don't get me wrong, I do like The Voice, and one of the judges is Tom Jones. And one day, he's so old that I'm afraid they'll turn the chairs round and he'll have nodded off. Final of Britain's Got Talent, eh? Woohoo! Yes, we're on. But great year last year for Britain. Made me feel very proud to be British. And what with the Olympics and everything. And a lot of people were saying, oh, you know, how are we going to pay for it? What's going to happen? And may I just cite Greece as an example? They hosted in 2004. And they're pretty much okay, aren't they? And there's also been a lot of talk about who's going to buy the Olympic Stadium. Apparently Simon Cowell's put a bid in. He's looking to downsize. Not such a great year last year for horses, what with the horse meat scandal. Ooh. I don't like that term, because a scandal implies something sordid. It's not like they found a load of horses in a nightclub toilet with a load of B-list celebs. But they've had to change the phrase horses for courses in the wake of the scandal. It's now horses for main courses. But what do you say to a horse before a big race? Because you can't exactly tell it to break a leg, can you? I think it's abhorrent that they destroy horses just for breaking the legs. Put them to good use and stick them in the Paralympic dressage. But, like, I'm so pleased to be here tonight, you know, for everyone who voted for me a couple of weeks ago and, you know, everything. I've just had a great time. And how I can go from, you know, people not knowing who I am to people asking me to do adverts and... Obviously I said no, because I hate it when comedians do adverts. It makes me sick. That's why I use Barker sickness tablets. I've also had a lot of people on the street coming up to me and, you know, some of them says things like, oh, you've just got funny bones. It's a very serious medical condition, actually. Thank you, good night.
Hello, my name's Deane. You sound like a lovely audience. Give us a cheer if you'd like to hear a fun fact about me. Very well. When I was a child, I was abused. Punchline's supposed to be my family put me in a Manchester United kit, but thank you very much. And then my mum met this guy, right? She met this guy who was a City fan. He did not like me in a United kit, one bit. He turned round to me at the front door and he said, "Get it off." And I look like Gollum with short back and sides. So it's not a very fair contest. So I took it off, you know, he stripped me naked and then he whipped out his collection of Manchester City kits. I put one of them on. I become a City fan. And that one turned out all right for me, didn't it? Hey, yeah. But then he started abusing me, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. You can't win them all. Unless you're a City fan. Everything speaks to us nowadays, doesn't it? We've got friends that are not really there, but they are there, they're talking to us, we just can't see them. We all have them, right? We do, we all do. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? You do, Siri and Alexa. Ah, pennies dropped, right, see. They're a great support system if you use them right. Great, it's brilliant, you know. Siri tells you the time. Alexa sets your alarms for you. Alexa even whispers back to you if you whisper to her. It's amazing. Don't ask me how I know that one, I don't do it all the time. But the best one, right, is my headphones. Now, my headphones, I don't know what name she's got, she's never told me. But every time I turn them on, right, she says, battery 100%. Connected to iPhone D. Now that's me. iPhone D. So what she does is she tells me whether or not she's feeling connected to me today and how long we've got left. Which is a lot more than I've had in previous relationships. But it's brilliant. And as the day goes on, she kind of reminds me, you know, it's kind of sad how long we've got left together. She'll go from battery 80% to battery 40% to 20% to battery low, please charge now. And then just as she's about to die, she says something to me, Mia. And it's always in the most awkward of places, the places where I don't want it to happen. You know, like at a platform when I'm waiting for a train. We're stood on a platform waiting for this train. Battery's about to die. A little voice in my ear says, kick him on the tracks now. No, I'm joking. She doesn't really say that. I wasn't wearing any headphones. Impulsive thoughts, they're brilliant, aren't they? We all have them. We do, but we don't tell anyone. That's how they stay impulsive thoughts. If you start telling people your impulsive thoughts, they think you're insane. But this is a safe space. Has anyone got impulsive thoughts right now? Go on, shout them out. What is it? Go on. No one. No one's got an impulsive thought. That's exactly why we keep them to ourselves, you pervert. Weirdo. Anyone buy their own deodorant? Anyone? Yeah. I don't, because my impulsive thoughts, right, they lead me to doing things like stealing deodorant. And you can learn a lot about deodorant when you steal it, because it's a risky business, you know. You're using somebody else's deodorant, you don't want to get caught. I've learned that it go through 3 different stages, deodorant cans. Right, they've got stage 1. Shh. I call this the toddler stage. It's that first spray of a deodorant can. It's always a little more crazy than the rest. It's like a toddler. It's got stage 2. Shh. This is a cool, calm, consistent spray. I call it the 40-year-old man. Knows what it's doing. It's been doing its job for years. Don't try and tell it what to do. It's never going to listen. It's never going to change. It's a 40-year-old man. Knows its job. Shh, fuck off. It's got stage 3. I call this stage dementia.